Hey buddy, it's Invicta. It's time another Eden run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Well, that didn't take long, did it? We are now only 13 away from the 6 or Die challenge. Thank you all very much for all the support. Hope your weekends have gone off to a fantastic start and your Sundays are doing well for you. Here's your meme of the day, brought to you by Painter DND W40K. And yes, it has begun. Title of the thread was Episode 10 Meme Story Time, open wide, end parentheses, quotation marks, brackets, citations. Yep. I mean, that's technically, like, this is not totally accurate. They actually had me looking at a scanner, not a computer screen painter, so, you know, this isn't accurate to my description, so you really missed the mark here, buddy. Thank you very much, Painter, and everyone who uploaded that one. Let's hop on into today's run. Yep. Oh, Victor 9 Echo. That's the weirdest way to start. sound like a crazed mountain man gold miner. Oh, there's Magic Mush up in them there hills. Victor 9 Echo 9 Oz 9. That's a 0, by the way, but we got Magic Mush as well as the We Can Go Deeper, aka the shovel. I don't know anyone who calls it We Go Deeper. And also we have the reverse moon card, which is going to take us to the ultra secret room. So we're starting off with Magic Mush, which has been showing up at an alarming rate right now, and honestly, I'm here for it. Like, sign me up. Obviously, we're going to use we're going to use the shovel to get a crawl space on top. Oh, it's Curse the Blind. That's just super duper great. Look on last week's question of the episode here, coming in from the Touch of God episode, which of course was the Greed Run. This one was sent in from Washab, who said, question of the episode, both blue flies and familiars deal uncontrollable damage to enemies, but why do you prefer Guppy and Compost over familiar like Frozen Baby? So I'm not sure which one Rashab is talking about as far as Frozen Baby. There's two. There's Ice Cube Baby, and then there's also Frozen Baby, as in like the one that shoots out the freezing tears. I'm going to assume that they are talking about the Frozen Tear Baby, the actual good one, and not like, you know, the crappy one. I never said I'd prefer those. I would prefer Guppy's Head or Compost over Frozen Baby. The thing is in your comparison, one of them is a passive item, right, and two of them are active items. So, yes, you do have the uncontrollable nature of all the blue flies, but that's going to be native to any blue fly generator, no matter if it's going to be an active item, passive item, Guppy transformation, etc., etc. Whereas with the Frozen Baby, the one that shoots the freezing tears, you can actually control when it fires, and on top of that, it doesn't really matter if it freezes anything because it totally cancels out all death rattles. So it's actually a net positive in that sense, as opposed to talking about uncontrollable damage like blue spiders or blue flies. Now, with that being said, if you're talking about Ice Cube Baby, yes, it deals damage, and yes, it freezes stuff, I guess. But the problem with Ice Cube Baby is that it gets in the way of Isaac, and it can actually impede Isaac's movement, stop you from getting away from things that are charging you, and basically slow you down enough to where it's just not worth really taking. So, but I never would prefer one or the other when it comes to blue flies or Frozen Baby. I'd rather have both, to be honest. But if I had to choose one, then obviously I would take a Guppy transformation, because yes, you do have the uncontrollable nature of the blue flies, but you're still Guppy and you're dealing more damage. And that's another sort of factor here is to consider, is that when you're talking about Frozen Baby, it doesn't deal a whole lot of damage, and it's just totally a fixed amount of damage unless you have BFF, right? But blue flies and blue spiders are going to be scaling to your base damage. So the more damage you have, the more damage you're dealing, that sort of stuff. So it is worth having the uncontrollable damage if it means you're going to be dealing ultimately more damage with one or the other. But again, there's really no comparison for this question of the day. So I might be just misunderstanding what the question really truly is, because there's no preference there. Frozen Baby's great, Ice Cube Baby's garbage, and having Compost or having Guppy's Head is also totally fine. It is worth dealing with the consequences of having those flies and spiders, because you do get a scaling damage output, which ultimately is going to help you kill things faster and keep you safer. It's a very tricky room to get out of without taking hits, but hey, you know what? We did it because we're just a good old Chad gamer. I am planning on using this this reverse secret. Yep, I am prepared to use this reverse moon card whenever we can. But for right now, we're just trying to find our item room and failing at it because we've done an absolute lap. I would dare say a saga worth of traveling on this map and not gone anywhere. Super secret room might be north of here, maybe. I'm not going to use it though because we only have one bomb. We could use it to get this nickel, but I'm not going to do that. But we need to try to goad the spikes to not do that, and end up doing it anyway. I'm not going to hit the button. All right, so we need to get basically we need to get a soul heart here if we plan on ever taking a devil deal, which I'm hoping this Ended Rock can do, and we get a bomb as well. So now we can go into the shop, which is good, aka bueno. And unfortunately, not bueno. It's no bueno, in fact, because we can't take that. Although, we will have to go back and get that sticky nickel, which then we can bomb, and then go back and get the soul heart. Wow. Wow. And then what we can do now is, after we buy this soul heart, we can go fight the boss, go into the curse room, use the ultra rare, or the ultra secret room reverse moon card, and then after that, we can finally leave and go down to the next floor. We should have a full charge here after fighting the boss anyway, so we can go out of, even if somehow the ultra secret room is next to the curse room, which it's not, but even if it was, we'd be able to get out of there and just dig our way out. Yeah, last week's episode with the Touch of God, the Midas Touch, was just that was such a strong combo with God's Flesh. One of the neatest combos. I don't want to say new combo because it's a combo that's probably already been around for a while, but God's Flesh did change for the much better in Repentance Plus, just like everything else has changed for the much better in my opinion. And seeing that combo really kind of flourish in a video entirely of itself was really neat. I'm glad a lot of people definitely enjoyed that one. Obviously, we had yesterday's episode, which was just an absolute mega banger of a run. The strongest. I stand by that. The strongest of all time. Check out this Demon Judgment real quick. Demon Judgments, everybody. I'm going to take Deathless. Also going to take Guppy's Eye. We're going to use the nice reverse moon card and get ourselves some good old-fashioned Eye of Belial. Could have gone in the curse room, but nah. The thing you keep in mind is that curse room was a skinny curse room, and they very rarely ever have any items in there. But we get Eye of Belial, on the other hand. Eye of Belial is a fantastic tiers upgrade. Fantastic tier effect that's going to help us upgrade our damage. The shot will actually pass through the initial target, and then after that, it's going to deal double damage and basically destroy anything behind it with homing. Yeah, there's a 0 chance that we're going to be able to get the Deathless pay out of there. But hey, we got to bomb them like the clowns they are, so we go on that. But most of the time here with Death's List and with Eye of Belial, we're not going to be able to really fulfill what the list wants in the order that we want it to be. I would love to say that it was reliable, but it's just not. Now, one thing going back to Frozen Baby and also just Ice Tears in general, is that it does not count against you for hits on Death's List. So, like, for example, if you were in a room and you hit the skulled out target for Death's List, it will not actually count against it if you use a freezing tier and it procs, because technically speaking, it did not die in the game's mind. Now, it's not always the case, but it's most of the time the case. It depends on really what the mob is. Floor lickers tend to not really count against Death's List unless you have a bunch of them, and they're scattered all over the place like we had in this room. What we can do here is we can make a crawl space first, open up these chests, walk out, just so we don't have to do the mob trap room. Get a free little stat up here if we can. The nickel, I do not want Bobby bombs. Okay. Let's go into the shop. And we could get a member card here. I'd rather just honestly get the, I'd rather get the soul hearts. Member cards is not worth it, man. It really isn't. The thing about member card is that, again, it displays items that you probably won't have the ability to buy anytime soon. And all you're effectively doing is just removing it from the loot table. You don't want to do that. Obviously, we're trying not to get sniped here by Death's List. There we go. And Death's List can pay out sometimes with a stat upgrade. Sometimes it does. Most of the time it doesn't, just because it's just how it works. I've been told that I'm not allowed to claim Sinvicta luck at any time for the next week because of the Magic Mush incident that we had a couple of days ago on the Magic Snipe episode. I believe that was on, when was it? Saturday? Friday. Friday. So you gotta be careful with the Dark Bony here, and you are gonna get tuned up. Yeah, so unfortunately, Forsaken is not going to be attackable again until we get rid of all the ads, which completely hard counters Death's Touch, or Death's List. But it is what it is. You need to get some HP, need to get some movement speed, need to get some tiers. There's a lot of improvement that we can do. Starting off with Magic Mush obviously is an amazing opportunity for us, but we need to couple it with damage upgrades. We need to couple it with supplementary DPS upgrades, like a Tears Up, like a Shot Speed Up, that sort of thing. We get marbles here, which is going to give us a random trinket, which I guess the black lipstick. And yep. Alright, let's see what we can get here in this crawl space. That is not a crawl space. That is a portal down. Now, I'm not saying that we're in a bad position here. We just need to, A, stop taking bad damage, and B, we need to start getting some actual damage upgrades to complement our Magic Mush. Gish is going to hit us again, and I'm going to be very mad. So on top of us getting hit twice, we also don't get the stat upgrade from Death's List. But, I mean, this is the danger whenever you're talking about having Eye of Belial, trying to get the most out of your run. And as I always say, Death's List is never, ever, ever worth getting hit for. So just kind of ignore it for the most part if you can. Especially if you have something that is going to be moving independently of yourself, like, say, Eye of Belial. Alright, Death's List, listen up. Now, you've given us a Soul Heart and a key in 2 unreachable spots, and you've given us 0 stat up so far, okay? Now, I used one very good and very well-earned HP upgrade for you. What I need you to do is I need you to check yourself. I need you to get with the program. We need some stat ups here. We need damage up, we need tears up, etc., etc., etc. You not giving me any of that does not help anybody. Alright, I'm out here doing my job. You need to be out here doing your job. Can't move. This is a non-XL map, by the way. Now let's see if the game is going to be taking back what it gave us yesterday, or what we earned yesterday. Certainly feels like that so far. Like I said, Ignore Death's List. If you can get it complete, great. If not, don't get hit for it. Polydactyl, which is, again, not going to help us out for stats. And it really comes down to leaning on Magic Mush here, because Magic Mush is only going to give us a damage multiplier, basically nothing else. So what we got to hope for here is a good boss item. Preferably one that has damage and tears, preferably that has maybe an all stats up. That'd be amazing. We did already swallow the black lipstick, so any soul hearts now have a 5% chance to spawn as a black soul heart, or a demon heart as some people call them. We need to find the crawl space. There we go. I mean, Tech 2. The problem with Tech 2 is just that it is a big tiers down, right? Range upgrade. I'm gonna pass on Tech 2. The reason being is because of Death's List, but also because we don't really need the tier effect there. We need the tears rate to help magnify the damage that we're doing with Eye of Belial. Eye of Belial will just out DPS, just flat out DPS Tech 2, even with the constant damage. And we need to have a tears rate to be built into that. Otherwise, we're basically doing less damage than we should be. Steam sale. Get a bomb back. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we get an Eternal Heart. All right, game. Even after just dipping out of floor 1 immediately, we're still maybe running up against it for boss rush. Okay, so we know what kind of run we're kind of facing now. Curse of the Blind, floor 1. You get back-to-back range upgrades. One from Death's List, the other one from an item that we're just not going to talk about. So Death's List, you have a chance here to turn the tide. This is a movement speed upgrade. That's what I'm talking about. We need more of that. We need more big-time plays, son. Get a soul heart. Very nice. We're going to use the shovel on top of the art on the ground to get a crawl space. And I'm hoping for some kind of black market. That would be great. You can use the Hangman card to get into the curse room for basically free, and then we get out half price. Waiting for the creep to dissipate because we know that the creep is coming. What is... The Teratomas are working against us. I mean, they're always working against us, but, like, they get stuck in the worst possible spot in this room that forces you to kind of move. And I'm pretty sure that's made by design here. Okay. It's incredible that we didn't get hit in this room. But we knew that a bill was coming due here, and this might be it. Despite us starting with Magic Mush. It's a good start, but Magic Mush, just like Rock Bottom, it's a great item. S tier all the way. But it needs other items to really, truly shine and kind of flex its strength. I don't know why the dip is not charging down here. I'm not going up there. Okay. Get our half soul heart back here. There's a sack room that we could do a shuffle on, but unfortunately I don't think it's going to matter right now. And we are not going to make boss rush. Right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to do everything I can to get any kind of stats that matter anyway. Death's List. Get a shot speed upgrade, that's fine. I'm not feeling good about this run right now. Need to get some kind of action here. This is one of those, what I would say, pivotal floors. Get a nickel here from Death's List. Okay. Get a soul heart. I'm going to create a... Pretty sure that was a skull on the ground game. Apparently not. Apparently it did not count as wall art. Another nickel here. That was not from Death's List. And we're still looking for our item room in the shop. Could this be our first crawl? No, surely not. Not a crawl episode in Repentance Plus, and surely not one where we started with Magic Mush, right? Okay, let's get this right now. Okay, so apparently it does not work all the time here, because that's twice now in that room that we've dropped the shovel on artwork on the floor. I don't know if that's a bug or not. Kind of letting Ibelau kind of do its thing here, and that just shows this room's a great example of how even if you hit the right target with Death's List, sometimes it just flat out refuses to do anything, because unfortunately removing the infamy mask also counts as a death. Why? I'm not sure, but that's just how it's always kind of been. Yeah, this is definitely, oh my god, dude, what in the world is this map? Like, legitimately, what is this map here that we're looking at? That is one of the most nightmarish maps I think I've ever seen in my life. If we had a thought that we were gonna make boss rush on this run, no, it's over, brother. Like, I still don't know which way the right way is to go. I mean, that is ridiculous. Now, if there's a secret room connecting the sack room shuffle with another room up there, I'm gonna be very mad. Like, honestly, have you ever seen a map like this? It's been a whole expansion. Try for the secret room here. Okay, there is the regular secret room, I think. Nope, never mind, just kidding. Gosh. So the shop and the item room are both together. What an absolute ink blot of a map. Alright. This is no cap, fam. FR, on God. We need to get a meaningful stat upgrade here on this floor. Otherwise, we might be in trouble. And that is not it, fam. As Mathis would say. I'm going to take the Book of Secrets, because I am over trying to find where that crawl space is. I am going to go back and get that soul heart inside of the mob trap room. We're going to get the blue map here as well, which is going to help us at least somewhat navigate. So there's the regular secret room. Now, there are a lot of red hearts on the ground. We could try to make this happen, but first, I am not going to leave this up to chance to an angel deal. We have got to get a devil deal here. The shot speed upgrade. And we can at least get a damage upgrade here with Dark Matter. I mean, hey, desperate times right now. Okay, so... let's go into the secret room. Never ever do that. Don't ever move on Super Greed. Get a quarter. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to use... We need to get something here. Even Redemption would be great because that would at least give us a stacking damage upgrade that we can couple with Magic Mush. I'm gonna go all the way back to the I almost said to the Iron Throne. Yeah, I'm gonna go back all the way to the Iron Throne. We're going back to Westeros, everybody. I'm gonna go all the way back to the item room. Somehow my stupid brain decided to combine into the Iron Throne in my mind. Reason being says we're going to need all of these red hearts. And then we are going to leave this floor by going into the mob trap room and getting out with the crawl space in there that we already previously made with the shovel. And again, this is just, we're just making this easier on future Sinvicta. You serious, bro? Okay. All right, Repentance Plus, you got us. You got our first possible crawl candidate here, which I would have never guessed with the Magic Mush start. But this is something extraordinary, I gotta say. What we are seeing here is extraordinary. This map is still the Nightmare Behemoth of Hell. Okay, we still need to get the red hearts. I'm gonna take this soul heart and then use this. Get teleported back in here. This is gonna give us one of those half hearts, which is good. We get redemption. Okay, it's a start, man. It's, hey, we're looking for light at the end of the tunnel here. Redemption gives us a chance to at least get a damage upgrade from refused devil deals. We didn't see that one coming. So we're gonna profit half of a soul heart going into the oh no, actually we're gonna profit a whole soul heart, assuming we don't get hit. We're out. And Curse of the Blind. I gotta say, December, I gotta say, not looking good for you. Not the start that we would like to see here. You do get a planetarium. We obviously want to get a devil deal, mainly because we just want to deny the devil deal to get a damage upgrade. It's Spider Mod and BFF. Appreciate you, Spider Mod, for being here. Welcome to hell. Magic 8 Ball is just going to give us a shot speed upgrade. At this point, I feel like we have nothing to lose. And we could take blind items in a planetarium room at this point. Where are we supposed to go here? And yes, if I had the shovel still on me, I would have absolutely just yeeted this floor. Even without the Polaroid or the negative. Screw it, dude. Repentance Plus era. Oh, we got a Tears Up. We only lost shot speed. We did also lose HP, I think. We have another reverse moon card here. Staying far away from the champion as we can. And we get Luna. Luna's going to show us the location of the secret rooms, and also give us an extra secret room, and also give us a permanent Tears upgrade for the floor anyway if we go in there, stand in the light. I'm not going to waste our reverse moon card though on Curse the Blind. That's a huge waste of possible help. Get a reverse judgment card. Now we have to kind of use it because I don't want to waste the reverse judgment card's even better. We get Heartbreak, which might actually be beneficial to us, as that is going to give us a nice damage upgrade here. And again, that's going to scale very well with Eye of Belial. Don't care about keys. So now the reverse judgment card becomes our most important resource. And we are not wasting that on a Curse of the Blind. Even if we get a Devil Deal that we can reroll, we still don't have enough HP to actually take advantage of it, and we don't know what we're taking anyway. So yes, while we do need a Guppy item, we need multiple Guppy items, it does not help us to not be able to know what we're looking for. So we're getting, this is our first actual, we got to start strategizing moment of Repentance Plus here. Cursed Skull is not what we're looking for. I would have taken Broken Remote for sure. Teleport meta. We have not seen one run yet in Repentance Plus. Get it, guys. Too little, too late for that, unfortunately. Well, I guess we could use it now. If we do get a Devil Deal, we can at least use the Judgment card. No, I already know where this is going. If I already use that blank rune in that room, it's gonna be a black rune. I can already see it turning. I feel like having the Soul of Azazel is just gonna be a nice little get out of jail free card there. So as you see here, we have the increased Tears rate thanks to Luna, but this does not last past this floor. And we are struggle busting it up right now. Our damage is good though, but we got to stabilize on our HP. A crazy shot there from Eye of Belial. Gonna take the Polaroid. We do get a Soul Heart. We'll head on down. All right, so as you can see, we can see all the secret rooms thanks to the blue map. We also have a sack room shuffle on this floor, but that's of little interest to us right now. If we manage to get enough HP to where we can do the sack room shuffle, I'm definitely down for it. Especially with us having the reverse judgment card. Oh. No, apology not accepted, game. Don't really care too much about the other secret room, although it would be nice to get for the soul heart. Well, it looks like we're gonna probably have to go there anyway. We are gonna get another Luna upgrade, and also a half soul heart, but we got to drop karma, and then we pick it up again because we dropped it in the wrong room. Soul of Azazel's our get out of jail free card. We can bail ourselves out if we do get in trouble, life-wise, which it's looking like it may be increasingly possible, as we are bleeding HP right now. And after all this, I honestly still don't trust this run. If we can manage to get... You know what we really need is a confessional booth. That would make me feel better. Because then we can free up that HP and get it back. I'm not doing this. I will use every single bomb I have. Okay. So we have got to get... Well, we got to get lucky and get a double deal here. If not, then we really know the game is on one. Give me Mr. Fred. Should be a walk in the park for us with his damage. Your shot actually doing some work for us here with Dark Matter. I don't know why the creep looks purple, but makes it difficult to see on this like bright hue. What? There's a glare going on with us. I'm not sure what. I know it's Luna. Wow, we don't get a double deal. All right. All right, we see now, game. We see you. Is this what we have in store for ourselves here? We have Troll Sember. I think this is what we're looking at here. Which does not bode well for the 6 or die challenge if this is how the runs are going to be. December, you have failed to impress. I don't know why I bombed there. It's not like we're going to take anything. Honestly, I feel like that we're probably that mom is just down here. My God. Yep. What we should do is we should at least clear the mom and then kill her. And then hopefully get a double deal. I mean, we're going to get one. Whether or not there's an item in there, well, that's for us to find out here right now. At this very moment. Oh, laggy there. What's going on here, game? What's going on, computer? What's going on here, computer? Spider mod, keep it up. See what I mean? It just doesn't feel like we're doing a lot of damage here. We get redemption, but I'm gonna rip the judgment card, and we're gonna say screw redemption. Maybe, hopefully, get Guppy. Backstabber plus Eye of Belial is fantastic. All the Void is good too. I'm gonna take Maw of the Void, and then we're gonna swing for the fences and hopefully get 9 lives. We cannot take a risky double deal here at this point. And we get 9 lives at the very end, brother. Wow. And you totally redeem yourself. Possibly. Now we pretty much have to go and get all the Luna Soul Hearts here just to get us back to where we were. So we don't have Guppy yet. There is a vault here. But we're now one away from Guppy. Repentance Plus be like, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on a second. This ain't my Batman glass. Right? Seen Family Guy, unfortunately. Family Guy used to be funny at times. There's Tinted Rock here. Now, if there's a Soul Heart in here, I am going to waste it. And there's 2, actually. So now we can go into the boss trap room. There's a Soul Heart in the vault as well. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to get rid of this Soul Heart here. There we go. Okay. Now we can go into the boss trap room. And let's see what we can get. Gonna be HP. Honestly, I'll take it. Backstab. Let's Maw the Void. Man, I do not like this glare that Luna has given us. I don't ever remember it being that bright. Do you? Get another Soul Heart here thanks to Latchkey. All of a sudden, things are turning around. Repentance Plus was like, no, hang on a second. New me, new you, new us. And then this room happened. Without flying, this room is an absolute nightmare. But it is possible. God, the womb, like, tell me, am I going crazy, or do these colors look off? Like, they look purple almost, right? The Super Secret Room used to be a lot more super red than that. In the womb, anyway. It used to be like that red right there. Maybe it's just Luna throwing off all the colors, but man, after noticing and talking about the Luna glare, this is that's bright, man. A third Curse of Blind. But we do have the Soul of Azazel to at least blast us through the Isaac fight. I might as well go into the secret room over here and get the Tinted Rock if we can. Or not Tinted Rock, the Luna half heart. Okay. Apparently the Blorbs are still bleeding. You know what? I ain't scared. Let's do it. At this point, why not? Astral projection. Not a total disaster. I was waiting for it, though. Look how many Soul Hearts there are in this room. Soul Hearts galore here. What's going on here? Again, we're stockpiling these half hearts, and they're adding up quickly. Wow, another Soul Heart, but we only have one bomb. We honestly don't need the Soul Heart. We can't take it anyway. I was hoping that we were going to get a confessional booth. Yeah, that's all I needed to see. Wow, and Isaac is not dead. Man, oh man. Where's the unknown? I gotta say, for a Magic Mush run, we didn't get a single damage upgrade from Death's List. We got a damage upgrade from Dark Matter, and I think maybe we got one from Experimental Treatment. I honestly wasn't even paying attention. It's Spider Babby here. But at least we have 9 lives. We also have Bloody Lust now, so Bloody Lust is going to be helpful because Lord knows we're not able to stop taking damage in this run. What was the series of events that led to that? Okay, game. We got bounced off the fire by a chest that spawned on top of us, which spawned Monster Manual, which shot us into the fire while picking up something else. I don't even know what we picked up there. But at least we got a damage upgrade from Bloody Lust. Dude, get me out of this clown show of a run. This run is ridiculous. It has had... I mean, it's had all the makings of a crawl run. Magic Mush should be embarrassed by this run. But in all honesty, I mean, it does show you what I was talking about earlier, is that, you know, Magic Mush being the S tier god item it is, it's very, very much, people may not want to realize, or may not want to admit it, but it's very much dependent on other items to make it really good. To really truly shine, you need those damage upgrades. The Chariot card here. And Death's List, I gotta say, you failed miserably today. You had a chance. It was an early time for you. You could have really pumped it up with Magic Mush. But unfortunately, you were exposed for the item that you are, which is, if you get it, great. If not, then, well, no real sweat off your back. So we are going to get the dub here. Very stark contrast to yesterday's run, obviously. But, hey, that's Isaac, baby. You never know what you're going to get. That's why the runs like yesterday mean so much. And these are the type of runs that you also just kind of have to push through. And, man, Magic Mush getting embarrassed. Not really by itself, but I would honestly say there's no MVP. I don't think there's any MVP for this. No, we do not want to fight Delirium here, even with Backstabber and Maw of the Void. Maw of the Void, thankfully, showing up there and us taking it. I almost didn't, because obviously we didn't have 9 lives at the time, so I was very close to re-rolling it. But I was like, we just got Backstabber, and I'm glad that we took it because Maw of the Void was huge there. So thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great Sunday. And like I said, remember, click the like button. Getting us to 3,000 likes gives us another tally on the like streak counter. And also, remember, we're going for the 6 or Die challenge, which is going to be coming up in 13 like streak goals or less, depending on how well you guys and gals do it out there. Have a great start to your week. Happy December. Happy holidays. And I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank the pages of mine like Jacob Purdue, Troy Mason, CTop18, and Stefan Alexander. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Sinvicta.